Good morning, good morning. Woo. I burnt myself on the oven the other day. You know how when you're lifting like a baking dish or whatever out of the oven and you hit the rack above or the roof of the oven on your hand? Oh, didn't hurt when I first did it, but now it does. I worked on my Hobonichi for a very long time yesterday. Mainly because I had all this stuff from North Carolina. But I'd gotten almost through July and had not started August. And I'm trying to stay up better. I think I had gotten to like the last week in July, or close to the last week. Ozzy Osbourne died. A order that I got from Good Postage in Charlotte. My sister retired. Stephen Colbert got kicked off TV, or will be kicked off. Labels from everything. Fruit. Amazon packaging, directional stuff. Fires in California again. Terribly bad. Starving children in Israel. Why? What I'm watching on TV, for better or worse. How bad it was. Things that I got from Patreon. Wrappers. Going to the beach. 109 heat index. This page needs a lot of work. In fact, I'm going to put a sticker right there. Obviously, it needs work. It's blank. When I have gaps, I fill it in with art, either mine or someone else's or whatever. Horrible shootings, tsunamis, earthquakes, the pink sky, quilting, labels for dog bones, the No Kings quilt that I made, an idea for Halloween. You can't see that. A great quote. Don't be a lady, be a legend. Stevie Nicks. Love that. What I'm doing in August goes on the front. All the little tiny earthquakes the Bay Area and San Francisco has been having. My Wordle results. A great charcuterie board for Halloween idea. It's the Sanderson sisters, but it's all like crackers and cheese and fruit and lunch meat and chips and a dip. It's fabulous. I might be doing that. How many deer I see every day. An exercise program I should be doing instead of just cutting it out. Things that I ordered. Inspiration. Things I'm eating. Why does the power keep going out here? And then I got into North Carolina. And I have this map. And I turned it into kind of like a pocket folio thing. And I kind of am where we were in Bryson City, which is on the edge of the Smoky Mountains National Park. And we went up to Cherokee Indian Reservation. And then went as far as we could go in the Smoky Mountains from that direction, which is not very far because all of this road here is washed, or parts of it are washed out and will be for years. Stickers, the unbelievable amount of beautiful artwork at the Cherokee gift shop, the real authentic one, this one, Koala Arts, Koala, I don't know how to say that, but it is one of the biggest indigenous art stores in the United States. A Native American cooperative, 350 tribal members who work and express their spirit with art through this store. It's fabulous, fabulous. Receipts, where we stayed, the Calhoun House, which was built in 1920. A montage of where we went is in here. And then that's going to go on a pocket here. The sticker from the stamp from the National Park thing, and then there's going to be a pocket right here. That's going to slide in here. And then I have some more stuff that I sort of decorated with stickers and things that I did on the internet, on Procreate, on a children's map / children's stuff for the area. And my pictures, the elk in the national park, postcards, which are hard to come by. And then we came home on Friday, and an astronaut died, and our dog, got attacked by neighbors' dogs. Not terribly bad. Mentally scared him the bejesus out of him. But we were right there. But they usually are not aggressive. Although my husband was walking him down to the neighbor's house, and didn't have him on a leash because he doesn't go far, and there's no cars. However, the dogs took advantage of the fact that he was not on a leash, and I guess they felt a little bit more brazen, brave, whatever you want to call it. They came after him because usually there's a boxer and then there's a mutt of some kind, a mixture of like 7 dogs. But the boxer is usually afraid of its own shadow, but he was not afraid this time. Anyhow, all of this stuff. Oh, that lady in the 120 Main Street in Bryson City is the gift shop that spurred all this. And she's an artist that does a lot of work, and that's one of hers. And she has that on the side of this building. And I just thought that was so pretty. She had turned it into a sticker, so I was trying to support her, and I got that. A couple other stickers, like this one. She did this one too. Smoky Mountains, and that one. Anyhow, it was a lot of fun. So I've caught up pretty much. My sister had the second snake in her house. We heard the owl. Yesterday we had a deer. No, that was Saturday. A deer and a bunny. No, that was yesterday. That should have been over here. Preseason football has already started, and my team's lost their first game. Yay! But it's just preseason. It doesn't count. But I didn't get this one in, so this one's got to go in somewhere. But I'm going to have 2 pockets here. But anyhow, it's going to be thick. It's going to be thick. But we don't have any other trips planned for this year, like a big vacation. So that eliminates some space. So I got the bright idea to do a Halloween quilt. Because I do have some of those in real life. But I haven't done one here. And I also printed out, I want to do like a little blurb of why I made this quilt or why I made that quilt. Idea. What I was thinking when I came up with that idea. And I did this one morning in the middle of the night, and I just remembered landslide, board games, flower power, and then yesterday's. Like I changed the name to G's Cabin because it's a log cabin modeled after a G's bin quilt. So I just called it the G's Cabin. And then I saw this one somewhere on the internet, and I'm like, ooh, Halloween. Let's make a Halloween quilt idea, which could be any of these, just in different colors. And I do have a lot of Halloween fabric, truth be known. But anyhow, I want to put these in here too. So I printed something. I don't think it's here. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Duh. I printed the picture that I did, the block that I did yesterday in black and white. That's going to be the basis of my Halloween quilt. That's this. Black and white. So, this one's going to be Halloween. And I need to put all these in here. So, let's just see what we come up with. Oh, I do happen to have a couple Halloween supplies right next to me. I thought I would stamp something because it's becoming more popular and more popular to have embroidery on, like have a blank spot instead of doing some fancy quilting. Do an embroidery section in this block or whatever. But I just recently got these before tariffs. BT before tariffs. But there's all these body parts. But I thought it might be fun. Ooh, there's an ear. Ooh, we could do a Van Gogh quilt. Yes, we could. Oh, that's tomorrow's. Okay. But I have tons of Halloween. Well, I say that, but a lot of it is at the beach. Maybe we could use a little bit of washi tape. But I thought I might stamp something, have some like blank space and stamp. All right, this is big, and this is like my desktop right here. So in an effort to make this look a little different, I might cut this apart. And maybe put orange paper around this and put something here. What other stamps are here? Oh, now I could. Some of this ephemera, these books that I have, are too much for me. But it may not be too much for a quilt idea. Oh, I love the bat and the witch. And like these are old postcards. There's fabric that's print. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm going to use some stuff out of here. All right, we're not going to use this stamp or these stamps. Back in your drawer. And like, I need some orange paper, but I don't know if I have orange painted paper. But I do know I have orange construction. Maybe some yellow too. Now, okay, I wanted to do something else too. This is a book that's geared towards using up your scraps, but I'm looking for a pattern. And when I say a pattern, I mean just like an idea or a shape to spur me on to make my own block. Like I haven't done flying geese. This is a flying goose piece. Maybe that's what I should do. Just one of these triangles with the two triangles on the side. It's called a flying geese because it looks like, especially if you line them up, it looks like geese flying in formation south or north or whatever. Now see, this is kind of like what the lady that I just got her, oh, somebody's used this book. I think I got this used. Actually, I think I did. Anyhow, I need an idea. Oh, now I could make this is called a double T. See how it has the T piece right here? And then you put 4 of those and it looks, you know, abstract. Not abstract, geometric. But I could make an H. I'm going to. And then in the middle, I'm going to put something in it. One of those pictures from the book. I think. Ooh, look at this one. That is intense. That's a lot of triangles. Holy mackerel. You make 22 of these blocks. And 22 has how many? Well, these are called half square triangles. Lord have mercy. Save me. Save me. I also have ADD. I can't stay focused that long. Self-diagnosed ADD. Oh, now here's like a bear paw. Because when you add all this together, it looks like a paw of a bear. I think that's called a bear paw. If it's not, it's quite similar to a bear paw. Oh, here's one called spider web. Oh, maybe I will do this one. This is the actual block. But there's a lot of blank space that I could put stuff in and just make one and make flying geese. Okay. So. All right, before I cut any more of that up, I think I'm going to make my geese out of this. I had a triangle around here, and I think I put it in my... Oh, wait, here's one. So what else is going on? It's pouring down rain. And with more to come all day, it seems like. My sister managed to kill the second snake. Before any of you get on me, she's not a snake person. So even though it's not an anaconda, boa constrictor, python mix, she's still getting rid of it. But her cat keeps bringing them in. Yeah. And he brings them in while she's not looking. And then it gets loose in her house. And then she sees it, and then it hides for half a day. It's causing her great grief. I remember having a cat and a cat door. And the things that that cat would bring in. Ugh. I don't miss that. I miss my first cat, and I miss one of my cats, Starbucks. Ugh. We got him from a pet store that my husband somehow ran across that was going out of business. And they had somebody had dumped off a litter of kittens like the day they were to close the store down, finally. All right, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need an even number. Anyhow, they casually mentioned to him, "You don't know anybody that wants a cat, do you? We've got 2 kittens here." And he says, "We're going to take him to the Humane Society," which usually means one thing or another. And my husband's like, "Oh, Lord. My wife's cat just recently died." So anyhow, long story short, I went down there. This was years and years and years ago. Picked out this black kitten. He was hiding behind a big stack of dog food bags. And he was a really light brown with spots of like a creamy color. I'm like, he looks just like Starbucks. And so we named him Starbucks. But as he got older, he turned black. Except in the summertime, you could kind of see a faint stripe show up in his fur. Okay. How do you do this? Oh, I need more. Well, we might only do part of it. I thought I had... Anyhow. Oh, I do. Okay. So now I need to make the other side of these 2 triangles so it makes a rectangle. And I don't know how to do this any other way than the way I'm going to do it. somewhere I had, here it is. But that cat was unbelievably attached to me, kind of like Gunner is to my husband now. And Gunner's the dog, but he thinks he's a cat. He has to be in your lap the whole time. However, he was very, very skittish, except with me. And we had a neighbor that had a teenage boy that had some issues, and he poisoned him. Poisoned Starbucks, and he poisoned a dog, and I think another cat on our street. It was heartbreaking. And we really didn't, we just knew he wasn't around for like a day. But then the neighbors of one of the other animals told us what happened. And it's like, and they said yours is part of it too. I think they called the police, and the police found like the bodies. It was horrible. I'm not even going to say it anymore. It was just awful. But since then, I have not had a cat. Because I got too attached. And that's when we got Bogey, the predecessor to Gunner. And we had him for 16 years. And for a while, we had Bogey and Gunner, or Bogey and Starbucks at the same time. Bogey was white and Bogey was white and Starbucks was black. And we used to call him Ebony and Ivory. And Starbucks, the cat, was bigger than the dog. Because Starbucks was a big cat. Okay, I'm going to cheat and do it this way. Don't tell the quilt police, okay? Okay. But, that was a great cat. But he used to bring in voles. That was his favorite thing to bring in. If you could get him in alive, he would love it even more. What did you just bring? Stop, stop, stop. He brought in a snake one time. This is Wild Kingdom here. A mother brought in her babies, muskrats. Ugh. We've had possum under the house. My sister right now is feeding a raccoon because she feeds the stray cats in her neighborhood too. She's that lady. And a raccoon. And the cats are eating right next to the raccoon. They're not intimidated by him at all. I don't know if they know him. It's like, oh, that's just George. He's fine. I don't know. Oops, that's not very straight. I feel like this light's trying to go out. It's so dark outside, though. I think that's part of it, too. All right. So now we could do this. We might be altering this a little bit. We could do this. Uh-oh, that means I need more rectangles. So yeah, I worked on my Hobonichi yesterday for several hours. I just turned on another football game and went for it. Deebo Samuels, one of my all-time favorite football players, left the 49ers. He used to play college football here at USC, the first USC, University of South Carolina. And so we have watched him play college football, and I've seen him live one time when they played in Charlotte. And okay, I think that's the right amount. But now he has gone to the Washington Commanders because he felt like he was not getting enough playing time. breaks my heart. Because that boy, man, can run. Let me just tell you. He's a receiver. He was good in college. He was great in college, and he was great in pros. Still is. Now he's just playing for another team. This is very traditional block. But I'm still a fan of traditional blocks made out of wacky fabric. Now, I think I'm going to put this here, which actually is about the right size. So I need 3 more of these cut out of my fabric. Fabric, I say in quotation marks. Because it's not exactly measured, it's all a little wonky, which is okay on Halloween. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Now, I'm going to put something here. Maybe black? Or maybe it just be another square of this. Okay. Okay, so this is a simple 9-patch now. What they call a 9-patch. 3, 6, 9 squares. This unit is made out of flying geese, and these are plain fabric. However, we're going to embroidery on them. I'm thinking this is not quite a big enough image, that washi tape, but some of these guys are. So, I want the bat and I want the witch. Actually, that would make great Halloween fabric too. Tim Holtz has a line of fabric. I don't remember who makes his. Because Diane Reevely quite often has dresses made out of it. Because she will wear a crazy dress. At times. Okay. I have to be careful. Even though I love these guys, they don't exactly fit. It kind of needs to be the same size. And if I was going to do these, it kind of all needs to be all labels, which there seems to be quite a few. I could put the crow, the raven, and those are round. Actually, I think I will. Look at me using the real paper. But I've had these for years and I've not used them. Like they should be. And even though these aren't going to be all the same size, I'm okay with that. Well, actually, they might be. I might need to cut this out in a circle. Can you tell I'm in the mood for Halloween? I may or may not have my final idea cemented in my head. I've changed my mind. Last year I changed my mind a ton. So much so that I even bought stickers and washi tape and paper for one idea. I almost decided to use that this year. Like, no, I'm not in the mood for that this year. And then I had another idea completely figured out. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I need to cut this into a circle. Kind of using my light to make sure I get it slightly centered. I'm going to cut off some of the wing, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, let's put this all back together. I need a piece of paper to glue this on. I might just put it on deli paper. All right, let's start with one in the middle. I just cooked some Brussels sprouts for my lunch later. All I can smell are Brussels sprouts. They're not the most aromatic thing, but they sure are good. I just oven roasted them, but I put olive oil, honey, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of balsamic. What do you call that balsamic? That drizzle that you can put on salads. It's thick, like a syrup. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. I love that stuff. And I put a little tiny bit of sugar because it crystallizes and makes a syrupy kind of dressing. And all of that is all in tiny portions. And then I stick them in the oven on 400 for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I've cut up the Brussels sprouts into tiny slices, thin slices. So they're kind of like shaved pieces. So now, oh dear, I'm covering it up. Well, phooey, this got changed because I didn't measure, for one thing. But I'm wondering if I can't do something like that to bring in some orange. And I'm kind of putting these as a pinwheel type looking. They have more. This is kind of how my... Can you hear the bird out there? It's right outside that window. I don't hate that. And if I were to do this in fabric, this might be a printed fabric, black of some sort. And then I might embroidery or have another kind of fabric in these squares. And then make, you know, maybe make these squares bigger and make 9 of them and then put borders around that. And then you've got a huge throw. That's kind of how I roll. 9 of something. If I'm just using up scraps and trying to come up with my own. Except now I'm going to be designing my own quilt blocks, right? So in reality, these units might be better prepared, measured, designed. And, I mean, there's so much fabric, Halloween fabric, that this could be an orange print. This could be a yellow print, yellow polka dots, yellow and black polka dots, an orange and black print. Because I would not put like this vintage type looking stuff with a cutesy Halloween or a maybe like purple and orange, purple and green Halloween fabric, which I have all of that. This would be more in lending to whatever these prints styles are, if I'm making sense. I wouldn't put vintage with cute, or I wouldn't put vintage with purple and green. I just don't think it all goes together. But for this purpose, it's okay. It's fun. I actually have fabric that looks like this, but it comes in a purple version, and it comes in a black and green version, and an orange and black version. But it's like a gothic wallpaper print. I don't even know if I like this now, but it's not going to fit in the book either, is it? I'm having problems making these the right size. Apparently I'm having problems sticking this to the deli paper. I don't like it at all. At all. Can we jazz it up a little bit? Okay, this one is a fail. But again, it might look better with different colors and fabric. But could I make scrapbook paper out of it? Journal paper? Perhaps. It just needs to go to the journal paper design side, not the fabric side. I guess not everyone can be a win, Beth. Remember that. And maybe, well, it's going to be hard to do because these circles are bigger than these squares. Again, math. Math matters at times. Oh, I wonder now. Hold everything. There's some little objects. I might put them in the orange, in the yellow blocks. Can't get any worse, I don't think. Oh, this is PET tape. Oh, I like this ghost. Haunted trees whisper in the moonlight. Oh, I like that too. Oh, I like this pumpkin. Okay. I like the skeleton and the black cat. think this is clear PET tape, so maybe, actually, I don't know if this guy will fit. Oh, they're cut out. Oh, cool. Okay. All right, where's the tree? No wonder this tape was so expensive. Washi tape that has cutouts on it. Whew, can't imagine how much that cost to make. Okay, here's a good pumpkin. Ah! That I just ripped. All right, I need one more. Did I cut out another one? Oh, I like the haunted house too. It's too big. Oh, this cat's cute. And he's going to be upside down because I want the tops to be in the point. Okay, that does look stupid. Didn't get much better. Okay, we're going to stop. We don't like this. But there are elements of it I like. I love these guys. I like these guys. I like this. Together? No. That's a no. All right, where's my book? It's right behind me. Okay. And it's too big. So today was a fail. In a spooky sort of way. Oh, God, I love this. I should have just done orange and blacks. That's what I should have done. Okay. We're going to stop while we're this far behind schedule. Behind the 8-ball here. Of liking that. Okay, there was tape on part of this that held this all together. Back in the Halloween drawer you go. Stop talking. Okay. We'll try to resurrect this somehow tomorrow. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye.